on Ascent.
Right on into the pistol. Frenzies for the most part here for the defense. Sheriff in the hand. QVEX says Hydronic.
Take flight.
Learn with the idea and is going to toss out that owl drone. So early information out towards mid should be able to at least hear, maybe spot out that alarm bot. We'll see if that's the case. No, it's not. So they push up and the push is noted. The aggression out towards B main, it's slowing down a little bit. You can see Poise, he's starting to reel it back in because he's afraid of the crunch. But out towards mid, a crunch of their own as Neptune kicks things off nice and early on a kill on Harmony.
Oh, but look at Poise. He's walked up close past this Nebula, and if he can isolate Faith, that'd be such a huge frag to find. The timing eluding him, not the adjustment, not to hit. So Faith able to trade things back into a 4 versus 4. With time limited, there's already a rotation underway towards B. Does Swift want to commit this one? They have the util to do it. Still a star up and a dart available, but they'll cut noise for now.
Ahead.
That dart should reveal. The idea is here for Team Swift is they all 4 push on, and Derek sends a dart back of his own. I thought no utility. This is a scary spot, but he gets the cooldown on the recon bolt. He gets the shots with the
way. Spike plant to come through means it's just going to be these classics in Neptune. Throw his knife out nice and early and gets some great info off of it.
He tries to go aggressive as well. Looks like a shock dart from Derek actually found good damage on both Harmony and Hydroxic, so it gets from, you know, bad to worse, only having a classic here in this round. Defense just postured up. They're not giving up too much. We saw early in that round of the rotation over to B, like you said, kind of light on the noise cutting. Rise had basically just got over towards that B site.
Yeah.
The noise was cut for a second, and then they hit, and it's like, oh, well, we're already here. So, unfortunate for Team Swift as they look to find themselves onto the A site, but the microwave is there. Grab well. It's Q tries to get out of dodge, and he does without dying to the utility, but Superman to make sure he falls to the Spectre instead. And I thought this was a pretty weak opponent across the board. I believe it was just a Sheriff for Derek. Marshall
make this one look a little bit more defaulted. Has some mid control, and the Marshall's here. It finds a tag off the collateral, but that's all Shanks will get.
It's pretty good damage though, right through both duelists. So now armorless, the Spectres get that much stronger here for the 3 remaining that do have them on the side of Rise. Evolves low HP, looking to push up catwalk. Leave that drone spotted him out, so they'll be forced to back away for now. Right now, name of the game for Rise, not only obviously is to win the round, but you got to make sure that Evolves does not get a kill or does not get an assist. That is a very scary agent in Reyna, one that we don't see a whole lot here on Ascent, but you get that overheal going, she can really start to take off. As with that play out towards mid for just a second, Team Swift set their eyes out towards the B site. They haven't garnered too much information, and Chamber gets spotted out. Is that enough by the rotations here? Now the footsteps being heard. The stars are coming down. Oh, nice shock dart kill. Derek does it again. And for now, Swift, they're just not biting on this. They want to back up. They want to try and find a way out. We'll see if Derek will allow it as they push on through. It's Derek, good for 3 once more. Now the 2v.
Hand, so need to give it a shot out towards mid. Will hold and pay for now, but that dart actually gives him space to play with. This line's still established, but the first shot he's missed out on. Shanks will have to back away.
And that's nothing to lose angle for Q there, right? You have that Marshall. It's another eco round for your team. You can just keep peeking that and hope to find a headshot as the grab while Superman in such a bad spot. He gets pulled in and he gets taken down courtesy of the Hydroxic shock dart. And with that, mid-control conceded. But again, it's not the best. And Neptune, as soon as Rise lose a bit of control out towards mid, they storm off that catwalk and they look to get it back. Shanks will finally find the value that he was hoping for, and a weapon retrieved for Evolves. Doesn't mean a whole lot. Hydroxic goes back to it this time. The Sheriff, no shock darts to work with, but Poised will close us out once more.
That he will, and that one nearly got Harry for Rise out towards mid. Shanks misses that initial shot and is forced to fall away, and I do like that initial reply, right? We have the Nebula go up, try and find space, but the drone was just perfection. 2 players spotted off of it, and Shanks' jump spot, it's not in a position to break that drone whatsoever. So when that Aster gets revealed, simple as using the shock dart, grab while in conjunction. Still, that was just the eco round. Swift can walk away happy with the damage they dealt, as they will have the investment back on through, and their ults allow them to go a little bit quicker if they like to, but this B site, they'd be walking straight into a double setup. The turret for contact, Shanks to swing off of it, and poised in close.
A heads up play here using that owl drone just to clear it out. They spot the opposite. They spot the poise. No, they don't. And Shanks, I mean, he just double dips it and he backs away after getting revealed. But then goes right back to it. Continues to hold the angle. And with that, if you're Team Swift, I mean, you just got to get out of dodge. There's too much. Not only are you going to have to worry about that Killjoy util, the operator's still there. Maybe you set your sights elsewhere, but the high-low inside a tree here for Rise cuts down that option as well. And I think Team Swift are running out of those with only Faith and Hydroxic alive.
They're hoping that someone from Rise will get aggressive, maybe try and make an information play forward, but Rise is in no position that they need to do that. Shanks is up, does enough, just holding out on this line. He'll have early info if something's coming towards this B site, and Poise turret as well helps contact out towards mid on top of the alarm bot that was already positioned there. So this is going to be a tough egg to crack. They're holding still with 30 seconds left on the clock, hoping, praying that someone will give this away.
They didn't get really a whole lot for it. You look at basically full util in the hands of every member on the side of Rise. The alarm bot still to trip things out towards mid, and the turret.
Swift again, it's just going to be the Spectres. Get out of my way. I'd honestly like to see the pace increase a little bit, try something out towards A, but the thing is, in most of these rounds, even in the rounds they get close to winning, they haven't found too much information about this setup. This catwalk double play has gone through at least 2 or 3 rounds now, and they've never spotted it out. So, with the turret as first contact and a flash to follow it, Poise is in a great position to deal some damage.
Yeah, I love the way that they've been playing with Poised in positions like this. There's that flash that you talked about, but the kunai will cut down Neptune. Hunter's Fury. Derek goes fishing out towards mid. Doesn't find a whole lot, but Poised is still there and ready to fight, and still healthy enough to fight here as the Tour de Force comes online. How much can it get? It might not matter. As the op for Shanks will find one. There goes the Tour de Force, and it's Shanks with a trip around the world of his own, and Faith has crept up. And yeah, you're right. Shanks might not be ready. Gravity Well, Nova Pulse. Yeah, I said quick scope, but no, the no scope. Credit where credit is due. And yeah, 6-0 scoreline. It doesn't feel great. And outside of a Hunter's Fury, that was what felt like for fun from Derek. The ults are still aplenty, right? Rise hasn't had to use a whole lot. So as soon as Team Swift, oh man, get some info. Speaking of, Poise tries to push past the drone, but his toes are spotted and his head is taken off as he falls. Find another on the round, but Neptune is swift to trade it back. Meanwhile, though, the A site, it's completely been opened up. It's been given for free. Oh no, the spike. Did Neptune see it?
I think he spotted it out on his run, but he has to concede, right? His value is in his life here, so he stays alive. But now the crucial person is Faith, and Shanks is completely unprepared. A second one to trade. Surely Faith's not ready for this. He isn't, so Derek takes the trade, and the spike's been recovered. But for all that back and forth, look how little map control there is. They have to be so wary of all these angles. Rise could have crept a player deep into mid. They could have crept a player back towards B, and since they have at least an indication that there's one player towards A, they'll take the gamble on this B site, and it's the right choice. Free site to take. With this retake, it's still going to be good. There's a flash, there's a double shock bolt, there's a recon, and there's that KO knife. So much information between these two players.
Yeah, and the one thing that you're really counting on here for Harmony is to not get hit by that 0 point, right? You need that rendezvous to try and have that outplay potential. We'll see if that actually comes into fruition. And I like that call from Rise. Like you said, the Sobo is already out towards A. Neptune says, hey, we're going to be in a 2v2. We need to play this together. And that's exactly what they look to do. The 0 point goes out. Doesn't spot anything close. Now you have to be wary of market, main, and back sight. And a shock dart and a chip away. No, doesn't find any damage. Harmony able to back away from it as he swings on the peak. Derek will take him down, and Derek will do it all himself. Very scary. It's the closest we've seen Team Swift to actually securing a round, and unfortunately, it comes down to them losing to the Derek heroics once more. It's how the game started, and it's how that last round ended. And once more, this is very familiar for Team Swift. Back on the pistols, upgraded for the most part. Harmony can just hang on to that headhunter, so no harm, no foul in keeping that classic with him. But for now, it's a slow start. 0 point reveals, evolves. Ooh, fragment, not quite gonna find the feet. So he's safe in the corner for now, and the rest of the team, they're trying to head out towards that B site, but that's the last place you want to be. You got Derek there. You've got Poised all set up. And again, all of these ultimates are still online.
And that drone is so well timed out of Derek. Remember, even in that match that Rise kind of got stomped out in, on this map of Ascent versus NRG, Derek had nearly double the kills and just the general impact of the rest of his team. Even when they're struggling, he is always here to step up to the plate. But in Wave the A site, which looks to be split on, Derek not available. Instead, it's left to this setup between the jet out towards main and Shanks, and the KO on the side. If Shanks hits this shot, well, they're in great standing, and he'll even reposition, misses the shot, but the dash away keeps him safe. Supa is there to support. Will spray around for a double. Well, the trade comes through. It's still Shanks on the line, and Shanks will stand strong in these situations. Harmony in a nearly unwinnable spot. 15 seconds tick away on that clock.
He's going Ares instead of Odin on the squad.
Well, he still might find some impact out of it. Sprays towards that head level, but not able to collect a shot. And we were wrong. No charity. Instead, he says, I want a couple guns, and he'll buy into them. Both. Shanks was there the whole time. The bait works wonders. And Shanks doesn't even have to use the tailwind to get away.
A huge tool. Speaking of tailwinds, you're able to use his to get on the site, but Derek's still here. He sees the Ares on the ground, and he's probably thinking, what is going on? Well, everybody's just getting their great pop on the server. I swear to you that there's two of them here.
Oh, no.
We get that Odin in hand. Oh, my God, Derek, they don't respect it at this point. They're just kind of throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks out towards this B site. Sure, another anti-eco round, but I mean, the disrespect. We said A or B. The op's going to be at A. Derek's going to be at B. Rise have read this meme, and they said, you know what? Let's just do it all at the B site. We'll put the op here. We'll put the Derek here, and we're going to make it work. Things can go awry for Rise, right? Things aren't always perfect. But outside of that one shot out towards mid, I don't think Shanks has missed anybody. And this is a great way to get a tournament started, where you get that op in your hands early, and you just go to work. Now, that work still needs to be done. We've got 2 rounds in the half, and it's Team Swift on yet another bye. Their next one is probably going to look just as bad as the last if they don't pick up this round. And once more, the op changed angles, and okay, there's one of those fabled misses that we don't get a whole lot of. But Shanks, I mean, he's ready to go right back to it.
Oh, he wants a shot again. No tailwind to work with anymore as he used that to survive the first shot. Is Harmony going to swing this now? Just wanted to get back, find himself some sanctity, but look at the drone. It's coming through on the reclear, and I think it finds false information, because Volv's head tucked, and look at this. This B site is about to be split. Derek has no help. Everyone is so far away from him. This could be the perfect recipe for this Swift squad to take their first. As a Hunter's Fury, it'll miss out, so Derek, an opportunity to stay alive and hold.
Yeah, A-okay for now. Is that Cosmic Divide? It's actually not helping Derek. They should be able to hop onto the side as he finds the first grade, finds the next. He got one through the box as well. He almost finds 3. Shanks once more, goes wide on the option.
It's looking rough. At least you have a couple Bulldogs, a Blade Storm to work with. It's a full force heading its way towards the A site.
Q-tip of the spear, quite possibly looking to work behind the Owl drone as Cosmic Divide, tour de force, all the ultimates starting to be popped here. Is Derek going to use one of his own? The dash on into the site, but how much sanctity is there? Neptune the first to fall. Poise still holding it down, was not spotted by Q, and he takes down 3 members of Team Swift as the knives come flying over the top of the Nebula smoke face.
Flank.
Will finally steal one back, but Shanks goes undetected on the flank, and now Q, the tip of the spear, now need to fight right to them. So a 4v5 directly here. Turret goes down. They'll be taken down. There's the aggression, and Swift are trying to be quick about it. Fate will find a couple, but Neptune gets them back. Then who better than Poise? Now, everything that I talked about, Mimi, staying alive on the A side, it's exactly what Harmony did. But what was it for? The 13-0 is just around the corner.
Oh, it might just be. Still, he's healthy. Can't say the same about Neptune. One shot could swing this in the right direction, but they're playing this together.
Oh, so perfect. They line up